Well, today we're in Tech Math 2 doing, that's pretty good, Tech Math 2, and we're in section 5-7. And we're basically doing what we have done all week, and we're just going to do it over again. We're going to write the equation slightly differently, then we're going to invert and multiply, find common denominators, do whatever it is we're going to do, and let it be that way. Alright, so we'll start with problem number 1. 5 over x divided by 15 over x plus 2. So we're going to try to write it so we can see what we have. And we're supposed to simplify. Okay, so we're going to say, well, that's going to be the same as 5 over x times, we're going to invert this guy, x plus 2 over 15. And we look at that and we say, well, not much I can do to simplify there, but the 5 does go into the 15 3 times. So I could have something that looks like x plus 2 over 3x, and I'd be perfectly happy with that answer. Alright, well, that seemed reasonable. I guess we need to do 3 next. Number 3, t. Normally when we use t, it means time. So t minus 1, 6t, t plus 1 over 9t. And we would, again, we'd invert and multiply and say that's t minus 1 divided by 6t times 9t over t plus 1. And the t's can go away, and the 3 can go into 9, and 3 can go into 6. And we can write down a final answer, 3 t minus 1 divided by 2 t plus 1. And we're missing a parentheses, so I guess we better put one in. Okay, good enough? We'll move down to number 8. Number 8. 2 over 6 minus 9 divided by 1 over 3 plus 1. So what I would do, I just put in my calculator, I'd put in 2 over 6 minus 9, and then I'd hit the enter button. And then I go, when I hit the enter button, what that'll do is that'll do that math. And then I'd go divide, and the computer would say answer divided by parentheses, and I'd call that 4 over 3, so I don't have to write a whole lot of stuff in. And then I'd write down my answer. 2 over 6 minus, where's my minus key? Minus 9, enter, divided by 4 over 3, enter. And then I go second function change to a fraction, and I end up with minus 13 over 18. Okay, I don't think so. Do you think so? There's something wrong. I don't know what it is, but there's obviously something wrong. I know what's wrong. I didn't put parentheses around this, and because I didn't put parentheses around it, it divided it by 4 and divided it by 3. Alright, so 2 over 6 minus 9, enter, divided by parentheses 4 over 3, close parentheses, and I get minus 6.5. Is that better? That's probably much better. All right, so now we're going to do it. Now that we've done it, it made our calculator do what our calculator does. We're going to do it for real. So 2 over 6, that was for real, by the way, divided by, we're going to change it to, oh, we're not going to do that either. We'll do something. Okay, so we have 2 over 6 minus 54 over 6 divided by 1 over 3 plus 3 over 3. So we'll do that first, and then we get minus 52 over 6 divided by 4 over 3. Doesn't look too much like a 4, but yeah, it looks a little better. All right, and then we'll invert and multiply. Minus 5 over 6 times 3 over 4. All right, so now I got 3 going into there twice, 3 going into there once. Does 4 go into 52? Yes, it does. So 4 goes into 52 13 times. Really? Then I got minus 13 over 2. All right, that's good, because minus 13 over 2, that is minus 6.5. So I got the same answer my calculator did. After I put it in wrong, I got the wrong answer out of my calculator. Okay. We'll look at 12. A plus 27 over a squared divided by a plus 3. All right, so my common denominator is going to be a squared. So I'm going to have a cubed plus 27 over a squared divided by a plus 3. Okay, I'm going to have a plus 3 times a squared plus 3a plus 9. And we know that's a minus sign, right? And we wrote it wrong, so that's a minus sign. So this is the sum of two cubes, a cubed plus 3 cubed. I recognize that, 3 cubed. Right? Divided by a squared divided by a plus 3. Okay, so now I'm going to invert and multiply. Well, I'm not going to invert and multiply. I'm just going to get rid of those two guys and write down the final answer. So my final answer, a squared minus 3a plus 9 divided by a squared. Okay, well that was reasonable, I guess. Number 16. One minus y minus 1 divided by y minus 1 minus y over y. Okay, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by y over y. It just said to simplify, right? So I don't have to do anything other than that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get 1 minus y divided by y squared minus 1. And then I'm going to say, well, gee, that's minus y minus 1. Why would I want to do that for? Probably because there's something up my sleeve. And then I'm going to factor the guy in the bottom, y minus 1, y plus 1, because I recognize him as the difference of two squares, and then I'm going to have a minus 1 on top, y plus 1 on the bottom. All right, that looks good. Okay, we'll do it again, number 20. Now, why do you think it is that I can do these types of problems like this? X over y plus 2, dumb luck, right? Divided by x over y minus 4y over x. Well, it looks like I'm going to need a common denominator, so I'm going to say I got x plus 2y over y on top. And then on the bottom, my common denominator is xy. So I have x squared minus 4y squared on the top. Okay. Then I'm going to invert and multiply. So I have x plus 2y over y times. All right, so I'm going to have x times y. And on the bottom, I recognize this as the difference of two squares. So I recognize that as x plus 2, x minus 2, y. All right. Now we can't do this crossing out stuff unless we have a red pen, right? So we'll do that. And what we got left over is an x divided by x minus 2y. I think we better, it is kind of interesting. Okay, that's number 20. I guess 23 is next. Looks that way, doesn't it? Number 23. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Can you imagine x squared minus y squared? X cubed plus y cubed. How did the author get this one right anyway? X squared plus 2xy plus y squared divided by x squared minus xy plus y squared. All right, so we'll factor the top guy, x plus y, x minus y. And we'll factor his friend underneath, x plus y, x squared minus xy plus y squared. So we recognize it as difference of two cubes, sum of two cubes, sum of two cubes, difference of two squares. Okay, and then we're going to invert the guy on the bottom, x squared minus xy, y squared. And then we're going to recognize the other guy as x plus 2, x plus y, the quantity squared. Okay, well that's good. The author managed to get rid of one of those, got rid of one of these, and ends up with a final answer of x minus y divided by x plus y quantity squared. Okay. I really should do 24, shouldn't I? What do you think? Should I do 24? Yeah. I'll do 26. number 26. Okay, I'll go back and do 24. Alright, so we're going to do 24. Alright, so what can I factor the top guy? Okay, so I can factor the top guy 4x 2x. Then if I go 7 times 3, 7 times 3 minus 7 plus 3. Okay, so I got a minus 21 minus 14 plus 12 gives me the minus 2x. Okay, so I got that factored. Then we'll factor the next one. How are we going to do that? 6x and a 3. I see a 9. Okay, I see it. Okay, that's 3x plus 1 and 2x plus 3. Alright, so now I've got 6x squared, I got 3, I've got 6, oh no, I have 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay, so I got the first guy right. And now I'm going to invert and multiply, and I'm going to factor as I do it. Alright, so I'm going to factor as I do it. The guy on the bottom goes on top. And which one's easier? I guess the guy on the top is easier, right? So we go 2x plus 5 plus 5. Okay, so I got 25. I got 10 plus 10 is 20. And I've got 4x squared. Okay, so now I need to get the guy on the bottom. 12 and 5. Okay, so I can factor out an x. 4 and 3. Okay, so we're going to go 4x, 3x plus 5 plus 1. So I got the 5, I got 15, plus 4 is 19, and I got the 12x cubed because there's an x sitting out there. Okay, well that's good. So I can get rid of him, get rid of him. That's all I can do. Oh wait a minute, that guy and that guy goes away. Yeah, that's about all. Alright, so that's all there is there. No more x. 4x minus 7. 2x plus 5 squared. Okay, so that was okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. 26 looks like there's no way we can get it because no matter what we do, we're going to write it down wrong. Number 26. All right, so common denominator is going to be x minus y squared. X squared minus y squared. So the common denominator is x squared minus y squared. And the common denominator of the other guy on the bottom is x squared minus y squared. Okay, that being the case, on the top, we're going to have x squared minus 2x y plus y squared minus the quantity x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. And the other guy is going to be the same way. Almost. Okay, so we're going to have x squared plus 2xy plus y squared minus the quantity x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. All right, so I got a common denominator, I got it factored out, I can get rid of this guy and this guy, and now I just have to add what I have up there. So I got x squared minus x squared. I got y squared minus y squared. So I have minus 4xy on the top. Okay, I've got x squared minus x squared. I got y squared minus y squared. And I've got 4xy on the bottom. And I've got minus 1 is my final answer. Ooh. Okay, minus 1 is my final answer. Is there anybody that believes that? Nobody believes it. All right, well, we got enough time. We can come up in Maple and see if Maple thinks it's minus 1. Now, this will, of course, require that I enter it into Maple correctly, which is also another challenge that we have to bear. Okay, so we're going to go and simplify. And how many parentheses should we have? 1, 2, maybe 3. Yeah, maybe 3. All right, so I got x minus y, close parentheses, divided by x plus y. X plus y. Okay, and then I've got a minus sign. I do? Do I have a minus sign? And I've got x plus y, close parentheses, divided by x minus y. X minus y. Okay, and I've got a bracket, and I've got a divide by. Okay, and I got another bracket. Okay, and I've got a x plus y. And I'm going to divide by x minus y. And then I'm going to subtract. Am I subtracting? Okay, so I'm going to subtract x minus y divided by x plus y. Okay, and parentheses there. And what I'm looking for is a minus 1. Now, let's see, before we do that, we should make it bigger, right? Okay, are you ready? Oh, minus 1. What happened? How could that be? I must have entered it right. All right, well, yeah, there's nothing like the problem coming out right. Again, dumb luck has played a big part of my success in life. So, 29. 1 plus 1 over x squared minus 1. divided by 1 plus 1 over x minus 1. All right, well, could be. All right, so this guy factors, right? X plus 1, x minus 1. So I'm going to have x squared minus 1 plus 1 divided by x plus 1, x minus 1. Well, I won't inverted multiply yet because I'd probably mess it up. Okay, so here we've got x minus 1 minus plus 1 over x minus 1. Okay, so I can get rid of him, I can get rid of him. And I can get rid of those guys, and I can get rid of those guys. And my x can go into my x squared one time. And it looks like all I've got is just x over x plus 1. Well, that's pretty easy. 32. Oh, look at that. We have to do 35. But we better make sure we have enough time left in the period to do 35. Number 32. 3 plus 1 over 4 minus 2 over y. What are we going to do about that? Okay, what we're going to do is multiply. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do. Obviously, we have a common denominator, right? So I've got 12 minus 6 over y plus 1 divided by 4 minus 2 over y. Okay, and then I'm going to multiply top and bottom by y. Okay, so I've got 13y minus 6 divided by 4y minus 2. And at that point, I think I'm done, right? There's nothing else to do. Nothing else factors. Well, yeah, I guess I could. All right, so I could factor the 2 out. 13y minus 6 divided by 2y minus 1. Okay, so I could factor out that 2 if I wanted to do that. Okay, now we get to do number 35. Okay. It will start the pool now, so pass your votes around and we're going to get it right or not. 1 over x, 2 over x squared, 3 over x cubed, divided by x plus 6 plus 5 over x minus 1 over x squared minus 9 over x to the 4th. Where did those guys come from anyway? X to the 4th. 1 plus 2 over x 15 over x. All right. Somebody check the clock, see if I want to run out of time. All right, so what I am going to do, what I propose is that we multiply this guy top and bottom by x to the 4th over x to the 4th. Okay, so that's going to be our plan. So I'm going to have x cubed minus x, no, minus 3x squared, 3x squared, because I have minus 2 there, I got another minus 1 there, so it's going to be minus 3x squared, and I'm going to have minus 3x plus 9. Okay, and then on the bottom, I'm going to have x cubed. And then I'm going to have 6 minus 1. So that'd be 5x to the 4th. Then I'm going to have 5. Oh, bummer. Bummer. No. If I use the minus sign on the top, which I already did, I can't use it on the bottom. Okay, so these have to be added. So I'm going to have x to the 5th, not 3rd, x to the 5th. Then I'm going to have 6, 7, x to the 4th. Then I'm going to have 5, 6, 7 plus 7 x cubed. Is this an x squared term? This is an x squared term. Minus 15x squared. Okay. Now, why are both of those negative signs? Okay, so I'm going to look at this again. So that's x cubed. That's 2 minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 9. Yeah, that's right, 9. Okay, well, I thought I recognized this guy, but I guess I don't. If I put in, no, that doesn't work. Okay, this is what we're going to do with the top guy. I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm going to go to second function polynomial solver, 3-degree polynomial. And I'm going to put in a 1, and a minus 3, and a minus 3, and a 9. And I'm going to tell it to solve it. How unfortunate. Yes. Those are not whole numbers or fractions or anything. That is not good. And so I can factor out an x squared on the bottom guy. But I would expect this guy to work out a little bit better than that. X cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 9 divided by x squared, x cubed plus 7x squared 7x minus 15. Okay, so we're a little bit better off on the bottom guy. I haven't figured out the top guy yet, but I have figured out the bottom guy. The bottom guy has a root of 1. So if I put a 1 in there, 1, 1, 1, then I get 15. And 15 minus 15 is 0. So the bottom guy has a root of x minus 1 as a factor of x minus 1. All right, so we're going to take x minus 1 and divide it into x cubed plus 7x squared plus 7x minus 15. And we're going to say it goes in there x squared times. So I have x cubed minus x squared. I subtract and I get 8x squared minus 7x plus 7x, plus 7x minus 5. And it goes into there plus 8x. So I have 8x squared minus 8x. I subtract and I get a 15x minus 15. Even though I only have a 5 there, I know that that's really a 15, right? And so that's going to go in plus 15 times. Okay, so the bottom guy factors x squared x squared, x minus 1, x plus 5, x plus 3. And now the issue is, why can't we factor the top guy? Why would the author give us a problem where the top guy doesn't factor? That doesn't make any sense. So we'll come back to the original problem, make sure we have it written right. 1 over x minus 2 over x squared minus 3 over that, 1 over that, 9 over that, top and bottom by x to the 4th, x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 9. Oh, bummer. Total bummer. It looks like we don't, that guy's not going to factor. All right, well, when I did it in my calculator, 0.889, 0.5737, and 32.08. 9 minus 3. Oh, wait a minute. All right, there we go. I had instead of a minus 3, I had a 32. All right, so I'm going to use a 1, a minus 3, a minus 3, and a 9. Oh, that is just so much better if I factor the right guy. Okay, so I've got an x minus 3 on top. X minus 3. And I've got a, wow, what's that? All right, so x minus 3. I don't recognize the other two guys. 1.732050. All right, so we'll go and do the same thing again and go x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 9. And we'll divide that by x minus 3. Okay, so that's x squared, x cubed minus 3x squared. I subtract, and I get nothing. Okay, so that means this is going to be minus 3, and I get nothing, so this is going to be x squared minus 3, and that's what that is, the square root of 3. So that's plus or minus the square root of 3, 1.732, square root of 3. Yeah, that's what it was telling me, the square root of 3. Okay, in any event, I can't, nothing factors out. What a bummer. After doing that, nothing factors out, and my simplified form is isn't all that simple. All right. Now, we really don't have time to put that in Maple. Well, maybe we do. You think we do? If I don't take attendance? Simplify. Okay, simplify. How many parentheses? All right, so I got, okay, that's probably enough. 1 divided by x. Thank you very much. 1 divided by x minus 1 divided by x squared minus, oh, wow, I put it in the wrong spot, minus 3 divided by x cubed.
Is it 1 over x squared?
That's 2 over x squared, isn't it? Why, is your book different than mine? No, I don't have a 2 up there. 2. Right. Close parentheses. Divided by. Okay, so I got an x. I got a 6. I got a 5 over x. Okay, that looks good. Then I've got a minus sign. Close parentheses. 1 divided by x squared minus 9 divided by x to the 4. Close parentheses. Divided by 1 plus 2 divided by x minus 15 divided by x squared. Oh, what a bummer. 2 divided by x minus 15 divided by x squared. Okay. That doesn't look like my answer. You notice how that does not look like my answer? That bums me right out. Oh, we ran out of time. I won't be able to figure out where the mistake is. Bummer.